You can go ahead and go live now if you want. Okay, we're looking good there. Everyone's here, and I'm feeling pretty good. I've got 3 of my most greatest staff, 1 over the phone, 2 right here. Yes. Okay, so we're having a good time. We're going to get talking here in a little bit. Well, actually, right now, which is a little bit. So join us. Share this feed. I'm going to get ready to hit you up with some good information tonight. We're going to talk really well about some things. Now, share it, groups, all that good stuff, because you don't want to be the person that leaves somebody hanging on information that could change their lives. Let me now move into the announcement section of this phone call. Don't forget the podcast Brick by Brick. One of my staff will be actually Tempest and more than likely post that for you so you can grab it. Brick by Brick. It is a free business marketing motivational podcast. You need to get it. Yes. Everything is there, from business to marketing to coaching, personal development, business development. You name it, it's all there and it's free. Go get it. It's many things. We're approaching our 200 episodes, so you're definitely gonna like that. This podcast is co-hosted with Tempest and myself. Yes. So good to see all of you there. Also, right now, I don't know, well, it probably won't be when you all hear this on podcast, but inbox me or email info@vatsjr.com. Do that, or find me however you find me on social media, and maybe we can give you this take advantage of this opportunity. But we're giving away free coaching packages right now. Yes. And for all of you who are part of the People Who Plant Better group, if you're not part of it, just go in your Facebook search browser and type in People Who Plant Better, or go to meetup.com and type in People Who Plant Better. I am giving away 100. Did I say 100?
Yeah.
As in 1 with 0, 0. As in a 3-digit number.
Yep.
All right. $199 a month. Coaching pack. Well, that's not a coaching package. It's for the Plant Better University. It's called Plant Better Gold. It is coaching. It is one of the greatest things that we have going on. The first 100 people will get that for free. Watch it, for a lifetime.
Woo!
Yes. 100. But you have to. Here's the deal. You must be inside the People Who Plant Better group on Facebook or on meetup.com. There is no other way. If we don't see you there, you can't have this great thing. Here's the wonderful thing about the Plant Better University. It continues to add classes over and over. Every month, new classes, new courses, new series, new speaking engagement, especially in the $99 package. All these great things are added unto you every single month. What does that mean? That means your $99 investment, which for you is free, it grows every single month. So let's one more time. Let's get some whoop whoops and all that stuff. Yes. The first 100 people to go in to the People Who Plant Better group, you get it for free. That's it. No strings attached. There's no webinar. You're getting it for free. You get in there, inbox myself or Tempest Smith, and we will make sure you get there. You can plant better, you can win differently, and you can dominate. Now, if you are ready, grab a pen and grab a pad, grab the note app on your phone, and get ready to be wild with some information and help with some information as well. I'm going to split this phone call up into 3 sections. I'm going to lecture, so to speak, for about 30 minutes. And then for the next 30 minutes, the phone lines are going to open up. And if you're live, you're going to miss it if you don't call in to the number that my staff will be posting, and we're going to have open Q&A about what we're talking about now. This is motivational for 30 minutes, and then coaching for another 30 minutes. I'll sit here for as long as I can and answer every last one of your phone calls. Tonight I want to talk to you about the law of subconscious activity. Yes, law of subconscious activity. Here's what you need to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, as nice as I could possibly give it to you, as much as I love you to death, you have in your life what your subconscious has manifested for you. I shall say it again. Your life is a physical manifestation of the subconscious thoughts that you have in your brain. If you mix a thought with emotion, you're going to manifest that thought that is powered by that emotion. All of you who are not living your dreams, in your subconscious mind, write this down, you're telling yourself you don't deserve to live your dreams. That's 100%. That's not going to change. Well, yes, I do deserve it. Then you're telling yourself that they won't let you live your dreams. So you're telling yourself you're strong until you meet them. Two things I just point out as rapidly as I possibly can. These two things are very simple. You are literally telling yourself that you can win or you cannot win. If you're not living your dreams, there's a block in your mind that is forcing you not to be successful because your subconscious mind is not allowing you to do so. If you're having marital problems right now, I need you to understand it. In your subconscious mind, you have in your mind, you don't deserve a good relationship. Yes, I just lost the whole half of my crowd. If you are not making the dollar amount that you want, then you're telling yourself in your mind, whether you're conscious of it or not, this is a dollar amount that you deserve. Everybody write down the next thing. It's called the law of compensation. Law of compensation. I won't go into it in great detail in this phone call, but I will give it to you right here in layman's terms. You are making exactly what you deserve. Not a penny more and not a penny less. Now, everybody listen to me. I'm not telling you you're not worth more. I'm telling you that you are telling you you're not worth more. Did you hear what I just said? The law of the law of compensation. You are only getting in this life the dollar amount that you believe you can make, that you believe that you deserve. I'm not telling you you don't deserve $1,000 a day. I'm saying you are telling you that you don't deserve $1,000 a day. I'm not telling you that you are not living your dreams. I'm telling you, you are telling yourself, don't live my dreams. Think about this for a second. I want you to sit back and center yourself and try as hard as you can to release your ego from this conversation. And ask yourself, am I who I said I was going to be in kindergarten? Ask yourself that. In kindergarten, grown folk didn't get to you yet. They didn't tell you you can't be that NBA star. But the moment you vocalized it, they told you, baby, have a backup plan. You know, because all of us don't. Since I didn't do it, you're probably not going to do it. And if you're not careful, grown folk will do that to you. And now you are the grown folk that are doing it to them. Very important that you understand this. How many of you are exactly what you said you were going to be in kindergarten? Yes, many of you will have to say, not me. Now, you're too great. You're too awesome. You're too spectacular not to be what you said you were going to be. Some of you wanted to be an astronaut. And you know what? You let somebody tell you it's too hard. Some of you literally wanted to be doctors, PhD, medical doctors, brain surgeons. Somebody told you, ooh, that's a lot of school. Some of you wanted to be single. I switched from kindergarten, now I'm at grown. Some of you literally want to be single and somebody told you, well, you need a man.
What?
When you're giving me some grandbabies. And now you with someone you don't even want to be with. Because it was more comfortable for you to live the life they wanted you to live than the life that you actually deserve. And all of this falls inside of the law of subconscious activity. Most of you right now are living your mother's life. Most of you right now are living your father's life. Most of you right now are living the life that somebody else put on you because you let them say something to you and it filtered into your subconscious and you said, this is exactly what I deserve. Let me give you a story. Little girl grew up to be a grown woman who had her own mind. But she loved her grandmother. And her grandmother one day said, baby, you need to go and be a nurse. Little girl hated nursing. She doesn't like chemistry. She doesn't like biology. And she can't stand anatomy. She wanted to be a ballerina. That's it. That's all she wanted to do was dance. And grandmother said, there's no money in dance, baby. Get you a good job. Let's see if somebody had heard this before. That lets you off on weekends. That pays you well. And grow up and marry a nice husband. Come on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not making this up. We live inside the same world. This isn't a fake world. We live inside the same world. And this lady is now nursing. True story. And she hates her job. And she hates her life. And she constantly wishes she would have made better decisions. And the truth is, she did make better decisions. She just made other people's better decisions. Everybody write this down. Stop making the decisions that are better for other people. Stop making the decisions that are better for other people. What do I mean by that? Yes, lawyer is good. No, it's probably not good for you. If you don't like law, if you don't like arguing, if you don't like having other people's opposing viewpoints. Yes, being a doctor is good. Maybe it's not good for you. Can I push that further? Yes, being married is good. Maybe it's not good for you. If you're not careful, you will allow cultures to tell you your marital status. I'm walking hard today. If you're not careful, you'll let cultures tell you you should be married. Be in the Greek culture, they'll tell you, my big fat Greek wedding.
Yes.
You know, okay, that's okay. Be in the black culture, they'll tell you. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I got one. Be in an African culture. An African culture would tell you, be this, be that, have this sort of education. Some of you right now, you feel bad about yourself because you don't have a doctor's degree, as if that would make you something that you wanted to be. My point is, when you let people who you love, when you let people who you trust tell you something that seeps into your subconscious because you have emotion for them, and that emotion for them seeps into your mind and becomes an emotional thought. And that emotion for them becomes an emotional thought, and that emotional thought becomes a manifestation. And if you're not careful, you will be manifesting things in your life that was never supposed to be on your body.
Yeah.
Think about this for a second. Let's be factual for a second. Let's be factual. It is a fact that your body is a representation of your mind. That is it. Your mind is controlling the way your body looks. From the hair, from the oil in your hair, from everything in it, your mind is controlling your body. And if you don't like how much you weigh, in your mind, you say, this is how much I deserve to weigh. I want to talk about the law of subconscious activity. If you're with someone you should not be with, on the outer world, inside your mind, you're saying, this is exactly who I deserve. If you're not careful, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. You would date to the level of your self-esteem like everybody else. And you would get exactly what you don't want. But the secret is, or the truth is, your dominant desires, your subconscious mind, that's exactly what you think you deserve. Everybody write this down. I will not live the life I think I deserve. I will live the life I know I deserve. Receive me in this place today. Please, somebody, I wish I had somebody. Starting to feel some fire come all up through my bones. Some of you are living a life you think you deserve, but they taught you to only think poverty. They taught you to only think that you have to be with somebody. Be careful. Women, men will teach you to be quiet. I'm not lying. They'll teach you not to be active. If you're active, you're an athlete. If you're an athlete, you're a tomboy. That don't even make no sense. Men will teach you what to dress at a certain age. You can't even. They'll teach you to be saved but not sexy. And these are things that people will seep into your subconscious mind, and you would end up living a life that was never worthy of you, a life that you never deserved, all because you turned down your volume so people could be comfortable with the way you sound.
Oh, sir.
So the first part of the law, am I walking too hard? The first part of the law of subconscious activity says, whatever thought or idea mixed with the emotion you hold in your conscious mind will be accepted as a command by your subconscious mind. Yes, don't worry. Don't worry. Yes, I not only will I say it again, my staff will be posting it for you right now if you're watching online. It's in the ATS thread. Whatever thought or idea mixed with emotion that you hold in your conscious mind, it will be entered into your subconscious mind as a command. Here's what that means in simple language. Don't worry. If you're watching online, they're going to post that for you. Here's what that means in simple language. That if you are emotional about it right now, when it gets to your subconscious mind will say, yep, this is what we're going to be. How many of you right now saying I'm broke? How many times have you said I'm broke this week? And you said it with such emotion, your subconscious mind said, good, that's what we want to be, broke. And so guess what you're going to get next week? Broke. And guess what you're going to attract? Broke. And guess who you're going to date? Broke. And if you date somebody with money, they're only going to treat you like you're broke. All because you put it in your mind. And inside your mind, you put it with emotion. And your subconscious mind said, yes, this is what we want. Be very careful with your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind doesn't care what you put into it. If you put poison into it, it will give you back poison. If you put greatness into it, it will give you back greatness. It doesn't matter. Your subconscious mind doesn't care. If you put, Earl Nightingale says, nightshade into the ground, it will give you back nightshade in great multiplications, period, point blank. That's what it is. Examine the dollar amount that you make. Examine it. Whatever you make is what you told your mind, this is all we deserve. Everybody hear me. Examine what you make right now. What you told your mind is what you manifest in your life. You said that's what you deserve. I'll prove it to you right now. Anybody want me to prove it to you? Want me to prove it to you?
Sure.
How many times do you give stuff away for free? Yes. Ask yourself. How much are you not charging for the product that you deserve to charge for? You know what you told your mind? I want them to like me more than I want to be out of poverty.
Oh, Lord, sir.
I want them, please like me. Keep me in poverty so we can be friends. Because in your mind, you're saying all I deserve is poverty. And you're saying I'd rather have friends than happiness. But can I help you out just for a second? If you own a business, if you're a coach, speaker, trainer, or whatever it is that you do, can I help you out for a second?
Yes, sir.
Friends never ask for discounts.
Yeah, man.
So if you have friends asking for discounts, you need to get you some new friends. Because if any of you are my friends, I am buying your product. At the very least, we'll just barter and trade, but I will not ask you for a discount. The friends I have, I charge. I almost said in Jesus' name, but you understand. Okay. All right, the second part of the law of subconscious activity says, given the proper commands, your subconscious mind will trigger your reticular activating system. Let's talk about that. You know it as RAS. I'm going to give this to you as simple as possible. You can only hear me in the manner in which your reticular activating system has decided to accept. Right now, your skin has all sorts of senses happening to it. Your eardrums are receiving the vibration of my vocal cords. You're being inundated with the notifications on your mobile device or whatever. You're listening to me over the phone. All these things. You're thinking about the beans in the oven. And all this is happening right now. And you have no idea what your current room smells like. Not until I brought it back into your consciousness. The reason why, it's not that you forgot what it smells like. Your reticular activating system said, we don't need the smell of this room to listen to this conversation. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. We don't need... It filters out because it's always inundated with information. And now that you're in the information age, it's inundated with even more information. And it says, listen, we can only hold about 100,000 bits of information per second. That's about let's just say it's about 100 thoughts per second. We can only hold so much in our conscious mind. So let's filter all this other stuff so we can pay attention to what this man is saying. What does the room sound like that you're in? See, now you remember the AC is blowing. You hear the cars outside. But when I start talking again, you're going to forget it and it's going to filter it out. What does it feel like in the room? You don't know until I just brought it up. Your mind is constantly filtering out information. Why is this important to you? Because most of you are filtering out your breakthrough.
Oh, sir.
Your reticular activating system is filtering out your breakthrough because you don't have the awareness to know that is what you need. So when it comes into your life, your subconscious mind says, we don't need that. We like poverty. Because you told your subconscious mind, hey, let's have lots of poverty. Poverty is great. So when prosperity comes into your mind, you say, that's stupid. That's a get rich quick scheme. That doesn't work. It has to do it. Because when you are in your poverty zone, you can't accept prosperity. You ever know you've been wrong? I mean, dead wrong. And knew it was time for you to apologize, but you just couldn't do it? That's not your just your ego. That's your reticular activating system says we want to be angry because angry makes us feel good. Poverty is holy. Yes, poverty, poverty, poverty. So you can't apologize because that is something of prosperity. So in order for you to apologize, you have to say, no, we don't want poverty. But now you're telling your subconscious mind to do something different. And it don't want to do nothing different until you tell it to with emotion. Your only emotion that you have, hold, and keep is poverty. Wonderful story I love to tell. I'll give it to you. You ever have a car and then your mom buys a car? You never seen that car ever. But the moment she drives it into your driveway, you see that car for the next 30 days 300 times. And you keep looking at the license plate and say, that's not my mama's license plate. My mama got this little thing on her. You keep saying it over. But here's the deal. That car always existed. 2 tons, 2,000 pounds or more of metal, engine, tires, rubber, exhaust. It was literally existing. But your reticular activating system literally pushed it out your mind and made that car invisible to you. Can I submit to you that you've been walking by 2,000 tons of metal and your mind never saw it? It was invisible. It literally painted the background and the foreground and you never saw the car. In the same manner, most of you never see your breakthrough. If you can walk past 2,000 pounds of metal, you can most certainly walk past the advice you needed to go to the next level. Lord. That is how your reticular activated system works. That is science. You don't have to agree with me. That's just how it works. Then the last thing about the law of subconscious activity, your number 2. What did you need number 2? Okay, this is number 3. Number 3 is the last one. In fact, let me copy and paste this for you all so you guys can have it on the Facebook. All right. Number 3. Your subconscious mind also controls your body language and the tone of your voice. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me now. Successful people are avoiding you because of your body language. 90% of communication is nonverbal. I don't even have to know your language. If I know your body language, I can tell if you cussing me out or not.
Oh, Lord.
You ever had that before? Somebody speaking to you in a different language, and you like, I don't know what you're saying, but you laughing, so I'm going to laugh too. I don't know what you're saying, but you sure got angry on your face. And you tense up too. And you like, you're not finna just cuss me out. You don't know what they said, but you know they cussed you out. 90% of communication is nonverbal. Inside your homes right now, the reason you're experiencing marital problems right now is because you are nonverbally communicating. And when you nonverbally communicate this nonverbal language, you are pushing off what you don't like. So here's what it works. If you can see me online, let me give you some nonverbal cues. Okay, you couldn't see it over the phone, but I crossed my arms and I had one of them faces that looked like a cuss word. Some of you right now, you look like cuss words. And that's why positive people do not associate with you. Some of you right now, you look like poverty. I'm not talking about your clothes. I'm talking the way you slouch down. Some of you right now, you look like poverty, not your clothes, the way you keep your head down all the time. That's the way it is because you are literally and figuratively always speaking your prosperity language. And most of you speak poverty. And that's why you only attract people who are of poverty. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. If you would like more information, I'm going to give it to you on the phone lines. My staff is posting the phone lines right now. I shall be here talking more about this. I will also answer any Q&A for it. Remember this one thing and one thing only. Split into 3 sections. You can plant better. You can win differently. And you can dominate. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. And good night.